What does it do, gentlemen?
What is happening?
Welcome back to, what is this, episode 6?
Episode 6, yeah.
Episode 6 of the Gentlemen's Club pod.
6 rings.
How the fuck are you guys?
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better than last week. I'll tell you that.
You was a little under the weather and whatnot?
Yeah, I wasn't feeling good, but
Okay.
I'm in good spirits today.
Good shit.
Very important. Yeah.
Anybody have any exciting news this weekend?
I was sitting with the chills all weekend, so.
He was inside?
It was in the house.
Word. Yo, I actually got a little bit active.
Yeah?
Believe it or not. Yeah, man.
About time.
Yeah. I feel a way about it. One of my homeboys that I ain't seen in a minute, he hit me up. I slid through on him. I wouldn't say it was a social gathering, but it was a few folks in proximity and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Okay.
To be honest with you, before I knew it, it was 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm rapping.
Oh, fuck.
One of them.
Hey, I know those days.
One of them days.
It was rough. But I mean, I haven't seen him in a long time, man. And we used to work on music together, man. He didn't know where I was as far as music was concerned or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, there was a couple other people. Believe it or not, remember when we did the album release party for you?
Do I?
Yeah. All right. Well, one of the guys that was on that bus, I think we was either on the way back or we was on the way there. But
It was mad niggas I didn't know.
yeah, I know. But one of the guys that was on that bus, man, we ended up sitting next to each other. We were sharing music back and forth.
Oh, you know what? I do know who you talking
Jay.
about. Yeah.
Yo, he was there, man, and he ended up sharing some of his music. And I'm just sitting there looking. I was like, nigga, I remember you. And this is how we even got into this position in the first place. Because one of us heard the other spit and it was like, oh, hold on, you can rap.
Like,
So
dang, he got some heat.
yeah. So it was dope, man. So I exchanged info with him. Who knows if anything will come from it. But that's how that went.
Connections.
That ended up taking my Saturday completely the fuck out.
I bet it did.
Yeah, I stayed in bed. I ain't do shit.
You need a day like that. That's important.
Yeah, true. I had plans to do other things. Sunday, I chilled. I shot some pool, kept it light.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Nothing major. What about you, family man? Nothing?
More family time.
Facts.
It's going to get real boring when every weekend I was like, yeah, spend time with family.
Bruh, that shit starting to hit me right now, actually. Like, the whole routine of shit it's kind of hitting me, and I gotta get out of it. I gotta shake it off, man.
We're going to get active here pretty soon, but we're in the chill part of our lively schedule.
I don't like that shit, man.
No.
I
love it, because once we start moving around, I get tired.
Yeah, that's true. It's different, man.
Yeah, I don't have a schedule right now.
I feel you.
Before we get started,
okay.
Shout out to Yuri, our guest last week.
Oh, for sure. Thank you for coming again, Yuri.
She brought some well-needed insight to the podcast.
Facts.
Absolutely.
We've had a lot of responses, and I think the women listeners, and we have women listeners.
Yeah.
They were happy to be represented on the last episode for
Facts.
sure.
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow the Instagram page. All this supports us. We've gotten much confirmation that we're moving in the right direction, so we're going to keep going forward.
Yes, thank you.
Good business.
Zach, can I ask you to join my live, please? Thank you.
Oh, do I have to?
Yes. We need some audio from you.
They're wild me.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, let me make sure that I turn down.
Yeah, get y'all levels right, man.
I never turn the volume up on my tablet. What are you talking about?
For sure.
Alrighty.
Burning. What's on the brain right now?
What's on the brain right now?
Yeah. You can't tell. All right.
Like you have some.
No,
gold.
honestly, I don't, man. We're definitely winging this one, man.
I put a whole list of topics in there. We're not winging shit.
Let's wing it, man. All right, let's go through the list though. Let's go through the list. First of all, let's send some prayers to everybody that was in Beirut today.
Absolutely.
I know a lot of people are seeing that giant explosion that looked like a nuke went off. From what we know, it was a warehouse full of fireworks. That looked really crazy, man. I know there was a lot of people that were injured. The hospital looked insane. There was blood everywhere, man. So sending prayers to everybody over on that side, man.
Absolutely, man.
Okay, outside of that, let's get into this list, man. What you got for us, sir? How we starting?
you want me to actually look at the list?
Yeah, for sure, for
Oh,
sure.
okay. Actually, there's some topics that we didn't touch on from last week that we were supposed to. So
Okay.
why don't we just dive right onto that one?
Okay, yo, hold on. I got a random joint, right? What do you guys do, or have you guys been in a position where a woman that you were interested in, one of your homeboys, is pulling up for the jumper?
Oh yeah.
And
On one of your
Wait,
Yes.
but have you made it clear to him or?
not okay. Well, there's two sides to that, because there's one of those things where, I mean, with you being single, with guys being single,
Yeah.
and you're interested in a certain woman, there's nothing
Yeah.
set in stone there,
No,
but you guys
it's
are showing
never
interest
like
in one
that.
another, right?
Right.
And then, how do you handle that? What if your homeboy? What if you guys are all kicking it, or what if your homeboy just happens to find her and shoots his shot?
Depends on how interested you are in a young lady.
Okay,
and how he discovered her. Because if he discovered her through you, that's a little foul movement. But if y'all
Right.
both discovered her
separately,
separately,
right?
So I've had friends that I've made entryway to women,
Okay,
and then my friends utilize my entry as an assist.
okay. I get what you're saying.
Should I be upset in those situations?
I honestly, I feel,
Should I?
I feel like it really all depends, and it depends on how close y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dog.
Yeah,
My
like-
dog.
yeah. I guess a conversation has to be had.
I mean, alcohol is in the mix. You know what I'm saying?
And that's okay, but
And
that's
maybe like I was over here and he saw me, shooting at her, and then
okay. But what happens if you're already in, right? But then your homeboy slides through, and then her eyes change direction. Now she's like, oh no, I want to go that way.
with him,
Yeah,
go ahead.
All right,
You are
all
mine. I ain't no dibs. I
Right.
don't play dibs unless she was like Rihanna.
like,
Bro, you better back the fuck up.
Yeah, we gonna fight right here.
all right.
He might want to back the fuck up, but
I was just
aside
curious.
from that, nah. Like, I really don't. If today was your game to drop 40,
Right.
drop 40. my
Drop
nigga.
40.
I feel you. I feel you.
Go ahead.
Take 35 shots if you got to.
How do you
Take
guys
all
feel that
35.
differs with women?
Women, I feel like they don't play that.
I don't think they do either.
No, they coach each other up. Go get them, girl.
Nah, like yeah, they do coach each other up. So like my ex, when I met her, I didn't shoot at my ex. I shot at her friend, and she had already told my ex that I was off limits.
Really?
Now, whole time, my ex is over here like talking to another guy. So I'm like, oh, okay, bet.
Right.
I'm gonna go shoot over here. Woo,
Right.
smooth.
Okay.
So her friend, being a good friend, she was a wing woman in the hole, so she enabled the conversation to bring my ex-girlfriend into the conversation.
So she was looking out.
Yeah,
That's dope.
but she kind of utilized that as their relationship fell off. Later,
Okay.
like saying that Josh was interested in me first.
He was mine.
He was mine, and I let you have him.
My sloppy
I can't lie.
seconds.
I'm always curious to see how those conversations go with women. Just because with guys, it's like, unless the guy really likes it, like a guy be like, "Hey, nah, that's me."
That's nothing.
But
Yeah.
majority of the time, I feel like guys will be like, "Oh, no, do your thing."
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Especially because at the end of the day,
Think so.
we try to leave it to the woman to choose whoever she wants, and she might not know the history between the gentlemen that are involved.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Sometimes guys' ego get involved, and it's like
That
nah,
that
that's-
definitely happens.
Why you talking to mine?
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not trying to objectify women, but that's how the mindset.
That's usually how it goes.
yeah.
That's usually how it goes. But I feel I'm not sure if the conversations happen as frequently among men as they do with women, just because of the whole ego pride thing, or like, you know what I mean? Nah, I can get any whenever, so nah, I don't even care about that one right there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like that conversation has happened a lot more often. But I don't know. As we getting older, I feel like I'd just be like, hey man, that's me, sir.
As we get older, you kind of figure out who fronting.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And like, imagine you speaking to a young lady, and then your boy go over there and say something dumb, and then she look back at you like,
This your
that's
mans?
your boy? See, like, that's why sometimes you gotta kind of stop your friend from
Like,
even
yo,
going over there. Like,
yo,
bro,
we play ball together every Sunday.
Right.
I don't really know this nigga.
Like, yo, this our first time hanging out, really. Really?
Whole time y'all know each other's parents,
Hey, roommates.
roommates,
That's rough, man.
live together. Oh
That's
man.
rough. All right, my bad for my little random conversation.
No, that was good. I like that. I like that.
What should you do if a woman talks to your friend to make you jealous? Purposely.
Okay, you hear that though, right?
I'm deading that. What do
Yeah.
you mean?
No, but hold on, because you hear that. No, all right. It's worse if your man is just completely oblivious and goes along with it. But
My man is completely oblivious and he just went along with it, bro. He was in the dark.
well, she's gonna feel like she got one up on you. That's usually a woman's secret weapon. It's just like, well, if you do me wrong or something goes wrong with this situation, I'm gonna just go fuck and talk to all your friends.
Why are men so unloyal amongst their friends? Because I feel like, women
That depends
do
on
fuck.
that depends on the circle you run.
Yeah, it depends on the circle that you run with.
Women do that type of thing with their other girls, but for the most part, you only hear that amongst men. Like,
Right.
another partner fucking on the same girl is.
Yeah, it happens, man. It
That's
happens,
weird to
and
me.
it's usually guys just don't care. They want what they want at the time.
It's weird to me, man.
It happens. It happens frequently. Not saying that it doesn't happen amongst women, but I think it's more out in the open when it comes to guys. So, but yeah, I can't speak to it. When that happens, it is just what it is. I mean, you see the character of whoever's involved.
Of everybody.
Yeah,
That's bonkers to me.
Of
it is what it
everybody.
is, man. Nasty stuff. Nasty.
Um,
Go ahead, man.
I had a question from a lady,
Okay.
from a follower of the pod.
Okay.
Hey, keep following the podcast.
She asked, why do men act nice to a lady and then have sex with them and then change up?
Because men think with their dicks majority of the time, and after the dick is done driving, it's almost like a split personality kind of thing, right?
Okay.
So it's just like you see the girl, and then instantly it's a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of thing.
Okay.
So the monster comes out. So you do whatever it is necessary.
The monster.
Well, not everybody has a monster. Some people have a pet.
The monster.
But
I like that one.
Yeah, but-
that's the episode name.
But that's usually how it goes. And once your alternate personality is done taking over, then y'all switch seats. He throws you back, and then you're like, yo, what happened? I was like, oh, this chick likes you now. Tender her feelings. And he's like, I'm out, though. And I don't know. That's just me being on some joking shit. I don't know why dudes do that. It does happen. It is a mistake. I don't know. If you got a guy who can actually admit to it, that's different. Most guys take pride in just saying, oh, I was just being nice to you so I can fuck. And then, these are just things that I experience or that I see.
So why can't guys be more straight up about their sexual prowess? Is that the right statement?
The sexual prowess, I don't know if that's the right word, but
They're not being honest about their intent.
yeah, that's just all it is. They know that they know that the girl that they're interested in isn't just solely about that.
But
So-
maybe she is.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because women be.
Hey, look, you
women
never know.
want it as much as men do.
You're right. You never actually know until you guys actually had a conversation, but most guys don't.
Can I interject on this?
Please do, sir. Please.
So, some men, and I want to make this clear. Some men do this, and I don't. What it is?
Because we're all gentlemen here.
We are all gentlemen. None of us have ever done this. What it is it's bringing forth the personality that they think is what you want to see / hear,
Right?
to get you enamored enough to move things along quickly.
Right.
But they don't have the intention of keeping up that facade
Right.
longer than what it takes to get their
What they
goal.
want.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is,
for sure.
to have sex with you.
For sure.
These aren't good men in general.
Right. Okay, I got a question.
Sure.
Quick question.
Sure.
Why do some women still fall for it?
Because some guys are so good at it, you can't tell when they're lying.
And
Facts.
is that why
Okay.
we get this label of niggas ain't shit?
Facts.
It
1000%.
is, and it's also the reason why when you're legitimately trying with a woman, you'll find difficulties, and like she's kind of side eyeing you when you say, you know, romantic shit, or you try to pull certain tricks out of the bag. She's like,
True.
You're just trying to sleep with me, and it's like, no, I really mean it.
True. That makes sense. How have you guys ever been in a position where you've had to change your approach when it comes to women because of that stigma that all guys have?
I've attempted to,
What happens?
and it failed because she was so jaded that no matter how I tried to portray or communicate that I was there for her,
It just didn't work out?
it just didn't work out.
Okay. Did anything continue from that point? Did you bail out? What happened? Can you
I got
give us
blocked.
any insight? You got blocked?
Damn.
Oh, damn. That's rough, my guy. That's rough.
I got blocked.
For sure.
Oh man, that's sad. That's really sad.
It is what it is. I mean, there was a lot of back and forth, and I think that she just got tired of that pushing, that go and come.
Do you feel like playing the long game is a better route to conveying to a woman that you're not trying to be a typical guy?
Yeah, I think if you try and get into anything like too quick or too short without really them having time to develop that trust and develop, you know, because I feel like women love over a long period of time, kind of in the words of what you're saying.
Yeah, what you were saying.
Versus like us, we kind of be like, all right, quality checklist, boom, boom.
To a degree, you got a point. You got a point.
Like I don't need, you know, 7 years
Fair enough.
for me to know if I vibe with you.
Okay, I get you. All right,
I don't know.
that's fair. Good answer, gentlemen. Like that. All right, what we got next, man?
Friends of the opposite sex while you're in a relationship.
Friends of the opposite sex while in a relationship.
She got boyfriends.
Damn.
No, just go both ways. Let's
Yeah.
You got
I
girlfriends.
can't lie. I was ready to answer from a different perspective. But
Yeah, you got
you're right. You're
girlfriends.
right. What would you guys have you guys been in that position? And you know what I mean? How was it handled? How did it make you feel?
I have mad female friends.
Facts.
Like, a lot.
Facts.
That I've never been interested in sexually, physically, emotionally, like in no way, shape, or form like that. But I'm close with them.
Okay.
So it's an adjustment because kind of piggybacking off of what we just talked about.
Mm-hmm.
If she's got trust issues, why you got all these females around you?
True.
Yeah.
What do you do to adjust that? Or what have you done in the past? Or what haven't you done in the past to adjust that?
I double down.
You what?
I double down.
Okay.
It's look, I understand how you feel, but this is not what I'm about.
Facts.
Like, I'm here for you. I'm doing all this stuff. Yes, I have female friends in my life, but they are legitimately just my friends.
Right.
They are in no way, shape, or form a threat to you and your position in my life.
Right.
So I would appreciate it if you treat them with the same level of respect that I'm asking you to treat me with.
Okay. I respect that. I think my response has been the
What was that
same.
again?
My response has definitely been the same thing. It's definitely caused issues at certain points in certain relationships. I can't lie. There's been times where it's not that I didn't care, but I'm not about to make no adjustments. Like, how about you just come kick it? You know what I'm saying? How about you come join this bubble of friendship that we already got? You know what I'm saying?
That's the best way to do it. It's
Yeah.
like, bring them in. It's like, oh yeah, I'm kicking it with my homegirl, but like, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah.
Like, no, invite her. It's like, yo, I'm kicking it with my homegirl. You should come with us.
yeah, come slide. Like,
slide.
That will change so much of her perspective simply by saying, why don't you come hang out too?
true. That makes sense.
Like, I'm not hiding nothing. Just
Right.
come kick it.
Is if you keep them away, or if somebody keeps you away from one of their friends that you're in a relationship with, would that be a red or orange flag for you?
It's alarming.
Okay.
It's definitely alarming.
Facts. That makes sense. That's fair.
And you can also tell it's like, oh, so and so friend stopped talking to me. I haven't heard from them, such and such. It's like, oh, okay, word. Can't wait to meet them.
Not your friends. The nigga's mad.
Well, she might not know it.
True. Have you guys ever had a past situationship or relationship transfer over into a genuine friendship?
Tried it. She tried it.
It wasn't successful for you?
I told her it was no way in hell it was going to work.
Why? On whose side was it not going to work?
On her side, just because of pure emotional attachment.
That's fair.
That had developed as a part of the situation.
Right.
And then the part of friendship. In the direction that she was moving in, it would have hurt her to see me in a picture with another woman.
Fair.
So in order to salvage anything moving forward,
We just had
to dead everything.
Really?
I've been friends with previous partners.
Okay.
Once I established another serious relationship, I consciously don't continue that friendship.
Okay.
Just out of respect for what I'm currently giving effort into, because that's when it gets into the gray area of I don't want to make my current partner feel uncomfortable because if I was intimate with this other woman, et cetera, now she's in the same room with her and she feels uncomfortable because now she's comparing herself to my ex-partner, and yes, that goes into her ego and her self-confidence,
Right.
But you should try to avoid putting your partner in those kind of stressful situations if you can.
Yeah.
Facts.
And women have this like radar where they know
Instantly.
that you fucked somebody.
Instantly.
They be like,
You know what? I gotta take this back.
It's alright.
It's about 70-80%
I mean, it's about.
I'll give you
They
70.
have
I'll give you 70.
question marks. They be like,
What's up with this one? Whatnot?
something about this one.
Or did you try to fuck her? I'm just like,
Oh, for sure. I definitely did.
Tell you that.
I definitely did.
I tell you that.
Nah,
That was in my internal thoughts.
that's fair.
I never
Okay.
pursued it.
I never pursued it. I never did nothing with it.
I don't know. I got a decent success rate though when it comes to transferring. Yes. Oh, 1,000%. Fuck all the time.
oh, my bad.
No, I'm just playing. But
I mean, he went into. He said he had a decent.
No, I meant transferring over. I meant transferring over from being in a relationship or involved with one another to a whole friendship thing. Don't get me wrong, I definitely fumbled the ball on a lot of those scenarios multiple times. A lot of drugs and alcohol involved in prior situations, which naturally is going to happen. Mm-hmm. But after that, man, like where I'm at now, like majority of the women that I've been involved with or dated, like we good. And like we can actually go kick it. They can bring their significant other around. I can bring somebody around. It doesn't matter.
I never have it like that.
Nope.
Damn.
This is why I say I want to be him when I grow up.
Yeah,
Nah,
no.
man. But I kind of went out of my way to make sure it worked because, bro, like if we had all this great energy when we were together, I just don't see why it can't work out that we can cut the emotional shit off.
Well, it
depends on the person, of course.
cutting the
Of course it
emotional
depends
shit
on the
off
person.
It's tough, man.
Yeah,
because
you're right.
Usually, when there's a breakup, one person is more emotionally attached than the other, and it's hard to figure out who that person is until somebody gets into a new relationship.
Bingo.
And then you can tell who has the ties and shit.
That's
and
true.
whatnot. And sometimes the person in the relationship has the ties and is like, you know what, I started this new relationship, but I'm still thinking about you. It's like,
Yeah,
should
you're right. You're right. That's a big deal.
I heard this on the radio today. This couple was arguing about the baby that they had, and the father supposed wanted a paternity test. And I was like, why does he want a paternity test? Well, he says that, my girl and her ex-boyfriend are really good friends. Man, I'm uncomfortable with it. Too good of friends, and she will not respect me and cut him off. This man keeps coming over my house when I'm not here. And it kind of, I don't know how I want to.
You gotta respect your partner's boundaries. If there's something that's really bothering them, then y'all need to sit down, have a conversation, and you don't leave that table until it is 100% resolved.
I agree.
And sometimes it's a long fucking conversation, and it's uncomfortable, and people get angry, but you gotta have those conversations because it leads to shit like that.
Yeah, and I think that because she didn't want to have a conversation with him and listen to where he was at, she kind of was just like, why can't I have friends?
You can have friends, just not your ex.
It was like, yeah, you can have friends, but you and your ex was together for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
He knows things about you that I still don't know.
I'm still discovering
Right.
you. Like, this man is still here, too. And we just had a baby.
That's fair.
I'm probably getting a paternity test, too. I ain't even gonna lie.
I think every man should. I've heard too many stories.
Yeah.
And-
Especially if it's up in the air.
And even when I was 1,000% sure on my son being mine, still got one
Yeah.
just in case. And it's not necessarily saying that you don't trust your partner, but I know that it can make a lot of women feel like that. But I personally don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, explain that to me more, because I haven't had a paternity test. I don't have any intentions on having one either.
I think
But I will say, my son is way too cute to be mine.
to be honest with you, I just don't think there's anything wrong with having for sure record, knowing that at any given moment you can prove that to anybody, including your child. You never, you know what I mean? You never know when you might need it. I don't think there's anything wrong with making sure that you're covered 1,000%.
So I guess I'll say it from like this perspective: as long, if we're a whole family unit, outside of maybe proving it to my child, there's nobody that's gonna come in and question that to me that I feel like I have to prove a damn thing to.
I feel exactly where you're coming from, but it's 2020, my guy, and you never know what the fuck could happen.
sure.
They could come and try to pull up and try to take your child and be like, nah, that ain't yours. He belongs to the government. It's like, nah, nigga, this is mine. I have proof. This came from my nutsack. What do you mean?
Legitimately over my dead body.
I feel you.
Like,
I'm just.
It gets to a point. Either way, it gets to a point where I was like, fam, he's 8 years old. This is my child. Even if
Yeah.
this ain't my child, this is my child.
Yeah, true.
Get the fuck out.
True, 1,000%. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. It's just a smart thing to do, man. There's just been too many scenarios where men have just trusted the fact that that was their child, and what that does to a man later when you find out it's not.
Oh, it's mentally
unspeakable.
and emotionally devastating.
It's unspeakable, man. So I
Yeah.
think it's important. Just cover your ass. Do everything you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You do your job every day, and you're just like, oh no, I know what I checked that. I know that system is all good. Did you document it? Well, if something were to go wrong, if anything were to go wrong, we don't have documentation that you checked that. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah,
It's fair.
if a said woman from my past was to have a child and claim it to be mine, during that relationship, I probably would have definitely got it.
That stuff happens. That happens a lot.
Anyway, let's go ahead and move this thing forward.
We're going to a dark place.
Yeah, it's getting kind of
Let's
dark.
move this thing to a different place.
How important is money in relationships?
Money is the reason why most marriages
Fail?
fail.
1,000%.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us on Instagram Live. We are out of here.
That's fucked
Zach
up.
always like to log off.
Yeah. Fuck him.
You too, nigga.
I'm off here in a second. I like to see y'all people.
No, but genuinely, how has a financial situation or your financial status ever deterred you guys from engaging with a woman?
Has my financial position deterred me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was broke.
Yeah, for sure.
When I was broke,
Yeah,
I
for
wasn't
sure.
trying to talk to nobody.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yo,
Yeah.
can't afford gas.
How the fuck I'm gonna take you to dinner?
Yo, I'll be
Want to go to McDonald's, baby?
Yo,
Chill in the car.
I'll be transparent. I'll expose myself a little bit.
Yeah.
I've rarely been a financially stable person, right? I've always been in scenarios where I would have to put a cap on a situation or a woman that I was dealing with just because I was still trying to get my shit together.
Yeah.
And they were willing to just ride through, stick through, but I ain't like that shit. That shit made me feel uncomfortable.
It don't make you feel like a man.
Yeah, you can feel emasculated, and women don't understand that helping a man financially does make them feel emasculated.
1000%.
Yeah, so I feel you on that. From the opposite end, being financially stable and quote unquote successful, it is a different bag because when you are dating, you're trying to figure out, okay, is she a gold digger? Does she only care about money? Like, okay, so when you're, and this is only speaking from my own personal previous experiences, you tone down a lot of it.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
I don't wear jewelry. I don't wear anything flashy ever.
Okay.
To this day, which now I'm a dad, I don't give a shit. But
right.
I've never worn anything flashy because that's normally a high alert. Oh, he got money.
Okay.
So never been flashy. Never really cared too much about wearing overly expensive clothes. Shoes. Well, the shoes is mainly because of my shoe size, and that's a pain in the ass.
Right.
But never really cared to be extravagant on a regular basis. I have my nice shit.
Yeah.
I have it and I bring it out for certain occasions when I feel like really doing that.
I get what you're saying.
But if you're out and about and you're in a situation where you're trying to court, tone it down as much as possible. I want to seem as regular
to get a natural response.
I want to seem as mellowed out as possible compared to everybody else. I don't want to seem overly financially stable or like, oh, he's got his shit together.
Right.
Like, I'm just a dude.
Okay.
Judge me purely off of being a dude.
That's fair. That's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah, my especially in the city, one of my favorite things to say, because women always ask you on the first day, what do you do?
Right.
I'm a professional French fry flipper. That's what I do.
My job title is mad confusing too.
I flip French fries for a living.
Right.
I don't want to see how they react.
Right.
I've been shot down because of that. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, do you have aspirations to be more? Or what?
Yeah, man.
And most women know that you joking.
I want to graduate to a burger flipper.
Yeah, and that's exactly where I go. Because I want to see, one, what is your sense of humor? Are you going to think that that's funny?
Right.
Are you so
going to
tight?
take it so seriously that you're not going to actually engage with me from this point going forward?
Exactly.
Interesting.
This nigga work at McDonald's.
This nigga work at McDonald's, girl.
That's crazy.
But look, you could be a man that work at McDonald's and still make millions of dollars.
These are facts.
I think
you got to own the McDonald's.
I mean, yeah, you could be the manager of McDonald's.
Hey, managers make decent money, man.
Well,
I know they did at one point. I don't know how much that's
that
changed.
is in the fast food industry, and I know this from family. That is no longer the case.
Okay.
Our generation came in and took less pay, and they said, "Get the fuck out of here."
Damn.
Like you used to be able to make 70, 80 grand.
Yeah,
as
being
a manager of a fast food restaurant.
For sure.
That's cut in half now.
Damn.
Wow.
That's rough.
Because
it's because they think that we don't have kids and we don't have a family like those
managers. Those managers work wild hours.
What it is
really
it's
do.
younger people that are told they're going to get paid more money than they're like when you're 22, 23, $45,000 a year is a lot of fucking money.
That ain't no money.
But
It's not.
But then you hit 30 and you're like, fuck, I can't afford shit.
$45,000.
Yeah, you can't do nothing
afford
with
a car and
Life is tough,
a
man.
decent house.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I've just been so broke my whole life that I don't know how drastically it affects a relationship.
Money's overrated.
Money's overrated.
Or maybe I've been so blessed to find women who love me for me. You know what I mean?
That was one of the corniest things I've ever heard. I feel you.
I would like to believe that, man. But anyway.
We all would.
Yeah, right?
We all would.
All right, I see some here. The pajama date story. Somebody fill me the fuck in. What the fuck is this?
All right.
Zach has
cool.
one.
Thank you, because I actually forgot about this.
All right.
So, a friend of mine and yours, Ashton, called me up to tell me the story. Him and his wife were going on a boating trip, and they had a friend in the car with them. And, and she shared this story with him. And he told her, like, yeah, I'm gonna tell my boy. He's gonna
talk about it on the pod?
He might use it. So,
Right. Okay.
And she was cool with it. So I was like, all right, perfect.
All right.
Shout out to you. I don't know your name. I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
So she went on a date with a guy.
Okay.
This is first date. They went out to dinner, had a really good time. He picked her up. Date's over, dropping her back off. She asks him, "Hey, do you want to come up for drink, whatever?"
It's lit.
It's like, yeah, of course.
Of course he does.
So comes up, they're conversating, etc., etc. And
Do you hit in that situation? It's first date. Do you?
Yo, that's a great. We're gonna dive into that after we get this story done. Let's go.
Let me finish the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they're sitting there conversating, and she and I don't remember. This is the part of it I don't remember. One of them asks the other, "Yo, do you want a glass of wine?" Regardless of whichever one offered it,
Right.
the dude's respond is, "Oh, I got wine in my car. I'll be right back."
Oh, this guy's prepared.
So he runs to his car, grabs a bag, brings the whole bag in. And in the bag, he has a set of pajamas.
Hold on. We talking about footy?
Like he got the footy joint.
Hey, I didn't ask. I was too busy laughing.
He got the footy joint.
Wait, hold on. So
And they
he
fall.
goes and grabs his whole overnight bag.
He grabs the whole overnight bag and then proceeds to change.
Wait, no, hold on. Wait, stop. Into the pajamas that's in the bag?
Changes.
Off the I got wine.
I got wine.
What? All right, keep going. I got to hear more about this.
So she's flabbergasted that like this motherfucker got the audacity
to come get comfortable, thinking that he's staying the night because you asked. All right.
They continue conversating. They drink the wine, whatever, and it gets late. Oh, I gotta back up for a second.
Okay.
Before he went and got the bag and the pajamas and all that, she tells him, "Hey, I have to get up early to go to work tomorrow, so this can't be like a all night thing." He's like, "All right, yeah, sure, no, definitely, I got you."
Right.
So he changes into pajamas. They're conversating or whatever. So she's like, "All right, I got to go to bed."
Right.
And his response is, "Oh, I'm really too drunk to drive now,
Bruh, oh,
I think I need to stay the night."
the finesse. That
He trying it.
You already changed into your pajamas.
bro, what?
He trying it.
Is this where the bar is at?
So she said she was completely turned off by the pajama situation by itself.
I got to know what the pajamas look like. We need descriptions.
I will come with an update next
All right,
week.
for sure.
So they're in the bed. She's like, "All right, whatever. You can stay here because
wait,
all of a
hold
sudden,
on.
now
She
all
let
of a
him
sudden,
stay.
She let him stay.
All right,
She let him stay.
keep going.
So the whole night he's trying, but she's got zero interest at this point.
Blocking.
Zero interest.
Fam, I would.
Wake up in the morning. She's got to go to work. So she sets an alarm by him. She starts to get ready. The alarm goes off. Doesn't wake up. Sets another alarm. Doesn't wake up. Now she's like, "Hey, I got to go to work and you got to leave."
Yeah, for sure. Fam, what the fuck? That's weird, bro.
Yo, dating in 2020 is wild.
Yeah, that's really weird behavior. Man.
Goodness.
So I feel really bad for her because first off, I don't know a grown man that owns a pair of pajamas.
Nah.
Like
I
full
don't
set?
have to ask y'all.
Nah.
And I know y'all don't own a pair of pajamas.
At the
Not
top
at
and
all.
The bottom, the onesie joint.
Yeah, that's
with
why
the
I gotta
footies?
know where it's like you got the top and the bottom set, or do you got the onesie joint? Like, is
Right,
it
he
funny
probably-
for you,
he
or
probably-
do you got like the button down? You know what I'm saying? Do you what you got going on? That's wild.
I'm ashamed.
God,
On behalf of all men,
On all men.
I want to apologize for his pajamas.
for his whole ass behavior.
I'm curious.
His whole behavior was already.
Look, there's a whole other way to finesse that, and I'm not gonna say it, but
Nah.
there's a whole another way to finesse
Don't
that.
give it the cheat code.
Fam, you shouldn't have even. You just go
Just
get.
don't put
go
the
get
pajamas on.
just go get the wine and bring your ass back
Don't
inside.
even bring a
That's-
bag, bro.
Yeah,
You could have changed in the morning or something. Like,
Oh my god. That's
he went
sad,
and got
man.
the whole. You did and changed.
Like, if you're trying to have sex, why you putting on pajamas anyway?
right.
What would you say if a woman went to her car just to grab a bottle of wine and came back with took her whole makeup off?
If I just
Put
met
her
you,
hair-
if this is the first.
First date.
To be
put her
honest with
hair
you,
up.
I'm gonna have to stop you and be like, all right, so you're staying. That's your plan here, right? We got to have a conversation about what's going on.
Definitely would have been like,
Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me, man. You're staying?
we wouldn't even had drank the wine. Nah, you just go ahead, go home, baby. Have a good night.
Hey, I would have. Okay, so let's go into that little side alley that you had. First dates. How have you guys ever rejected a first date sex kind of thing?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can I ask why you rejected it? And was it?
I thought there was more.
What you mean? You thought there was more to this person?
Yeah, like I thought I really had high hopes of the situation becoming, kind of a relationship ordeal,
Okay.
and it did develop into a relationship ordeal.
So you guys feel,
It became physical, and then she became shallow, and I was like, oh, okay.
so if it is a first date sex thing, that's like no potential for that for you.
There can be a situation where we got good chemistry, we buzzing, and we hook up or whatever the case may be, and it turns into more. But I think for me as a man, I try to eliminate sex until I can see clearly through the situation
Absolutely.
before it being physical.
We kind of hinted on that last week too.
That's fair.
It was a really bad date, and I was ready to leave. Hey, nah, sex ain't gonna make this better.
Yeah.
I kind of just want to be away from you. Now.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair. So you guys have never had a first date sex turn into anything serious?
I'm single.
Damn. I guess that speaks for it all.
Oh shit!
That's rough. That's super
I mean,
rough.
I've dated some women that I've had sex with on the first date, but
But nothing ever turned into.
I'm single. So.
Not a
Urgent.
once. Not a once.
Okay, fair.
How about you?
Yes, definitely had a serious relationship off. And all right. So check this out. So while protecting people's anonymity,
Don't you love that we have to do that now?
yeah, that's just trash. First encounter was cool. Second get together, it was just chemistry was just on fire. It was just there was really just nothing stopping it. And I'm not saying that happens all the time. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. But chemistry was just on fire. And second time we got together, yeah, it went down.
Yeah.
And I was with her for a while.
But you, my friend, are also single.
Facts.
So did it work into your favor to have sex?
Not at the time, man. Like, here's the thing. Like, if I could say that if I'm in that situation today, my mindset is definitely different. So unless we've talked about it prior, like if it goes to that point now, I was like, all right, hold on a second, let's have a conversation, like just real quick, like what the fuck are you looking for? And if we didn't cover that in the time that we spent together, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like we got to figure out where this is going, and it's like everybody can always say like, oh well, I'm cool with this happening if this turns into something, but you don't really know until it actually happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you guys can have really great sex, or it could be great for her, it could be trash for you, it could be trash for you, great for her. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we just at that point now where you got to know what you're getting into and what you're looking for.
Big facts.
So I think it really just depends on how the date goes, your communication with the person, connection, all of that shit, man. So I guess that works. I'm curious. I got to know more about this pajama story. I got to find out if Shorty's still talking to dude, if he's still trying to shoot a shot.
Without giving the name of the friend that told me this story, I will say. Oh shit! All right, I'm trying to find a way to say.
Trying to find a way to finesse it.
It's one of our few married friends.
I know.
Okay.
I already knew. I actually.
Why did you stop me?
I didn't know where you were going with it. I thought I was just letting you. I thought you were going to try to share more about the situation.
No, that's all I got.
Oh no, for sure. No, I actually have an idea of who the person is already off top, but not a big deal.
Oh, you better than me. I didn't.
Yeah, not off top. What else we got on this list, man? Ooh, strip clubs.
Yo, don't laugh like that.
My bad.
So there is this story going around about a NBA player, Lou Williams. For those that don't know, plays for the.
Wait, quick question.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have like 2 wives or 2 girlfriends?
I do not know this man's personal
did.
life.
He did?
He did.
He no longer
did. I
subscribes
don't
to
know
his
if-
lifestyle,
I
or
don't-
something changed?
I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but
The D-Ray thing.
Shout out to D-Ray.
D-Ray really wasn't pimping like that. If you saw him in Chicago, you would see that, yeah,
It wasn't really like that?
it wasn't busting like he said it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen him get not let into a club before. And he was like, bro, you're not a celebrity.
Damn. He
In his own city.
That's rough, man.
And he's from
oh.
Chicago.
You can't do that to D-Ray.
They
Davis.
did that to him.
I mean,
And I was like, dang. But see you later, bro.
That's Wake Up, Mr. West.
Yeah, man.
that's rough, man.
Crazy. Chicago don't play.
I think we tapped on this before, but could you guys do the 2 girlfriend things?
Hell fucking no.
Not enough energy
That
for it?
shit's stressful as fuck. One girlfriend is stressful.
I feel you.
You know, for a while there,
You thought you could? You thought you were capable?
I thought I said I couldn't.
Yeah. Times change.
Now times have changed. I don't know.
I think that every man goes through a phase in his life where they believe that they can handle multiple women without any issues whatsoever.
There's always issues.
I promise you there will be issues.
There's definitely issues. I'm just curious on if that's a thought that you guys could possibly entertain.
Yeah.
I'm about to get married. No.
He can't say that, but
I hear you say,
yeah.
wait, hey, alternate universe here. Alternate universe here.
Yeah, no, still no.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think it's something that could be worked out.
All right, continue with Mr. Lou Williams.
So Lou Williams plays for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Okay.
He left the NBA bubble for family reasons. Not
that,
questioning this.
Is
at
that
all.
Jack Harlow story where Jack Harlow snitched on him?
Yes,
Okay.
I think.
Damn, what's poppin'?
So on his way back to the bubble in Orlando, he made a pit stop. He wanted some wings.
Okay.
And it just so happened that the wings that he wanted were, Magic City Strip Club.
Okay.
And people were killing him saying, you didn't really go there for the wings, but I have it on really good authority. Strip club food is really good.
Facts. These are facts.
Like this
1,000%.
is some high class shit.
Certified.
Yes.
Great food.
One of my boys, he was like, yo, I'll go to the strip club on my lunch break for the buffet.
Oh shit.
Like, that shit's hype.
That sounds like that doesn't sound bad. I ain't mad at
I
that.
can't wait till quarantine is over.
Because I've been hearing about
I
certain
mean,
strip
you could
clubs.
just go to Magic City.
I ain't just going.
Are there certain strip clubs that are still open?
Yeah, there are in Chicago. I've been to a few
Okay.
recently.
How was that?
It was lit. It was lit. It was crazy in there. I was like, yo, this is where y'all been partying at?
Yeah, that makes sense though. You might as well.
Everybody just in there chilling, drinking.
Safely quarantining.
No mask on in that bitch, but I had mine on.
Yeah, it's important
Oh,
for you to
yeah,
have
no,
yours.
first off.
Yeah,
I
it's
had
important for you
mad-
to
If there
have
is
yours.
And
anywhere the coronavirus is sitting, it's in that motherfucker.
Yeah, the strip club is not the most clean
Are you allowed to
place.
participate in strip clubs? Have you even had that
Not
conversation?
in Houston.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to go to Houston for some reason.
All right.
Which we gonna have to work on that, because when I ever cross that threshold of marriage, I'm going to Houston.
Oh, look, come on
I
now.
haven't been to a strip club
There's certain situations where I look at I'm just gonna look at it and be like, come on now, really?
Would she go with you?
I mean, she's welcome to come.
Never had that conversation. She's never been.
Are you guys open to your girlfriends going to the strip club with you?
It's a bad idea.
Bad idea?
It's a bad idea.
Really?
It's a good and a bad idea.
I like it.
All right. Yeah, I like that.
I've only had one woman that was cool in a strip club, but yeah, I brought women to the strip club with me before.
Fair enough. I haven't
have I.
been since my birthday.
As have I.
Yeah, and it's only one of them was like,
Did she try to pretend her way through it?
no, she was.
You had one that
I
was
like,
actually
oh,
into
you a
it.
vet.
Oh, that's
You-
dope.
You've done this.
That's dope. I've had a
she
few
was,
that are. I had a few that are actually into it and they're down to participate.
Yeah, that's when it's a good time. It's a bad time when she's sitting over there looking at you like this.
Oh no, don't watch me.
that's a
No, don't
terrible
watch me.
time.
We either getting to dance together or you go do your own thing. Don't watch me.
I have not stepped foot in a strip club in almost 3 years.
Really?
Yes.
Look at you go, brother.
Faithful nigga.
Look at you go, man. Proud of you. Man.
And that's a personal decision, by the way.
Oh, we know.
I had,
That's a milestone, also.
I had yeah.
3 years.
Yo.
Man.
I stepped right into that.
Yeah, you really did. I'm actually mad we never got a chance to go though, man. That's one thing I am upset about.
Ditto.
For sure.
Yeah, it's not happening.
We get it.
Well, look, for special occasions, sure, but it is my choice to not go to a strip club.
I hear you.
I understand.
Smart man.
I understand.
But so Lou Williams got busted, right?
Yeah, he told the security guard that, I stopped at the strip club on my way back here to grab some wings. Shit was all right.
Yeah.
Security guard snitched.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So, all right, explain to me the whole bubble thing because I don't know shit about.
So the NBA bubble is, in my opinion, the only major sport that's going to work. They have relocated the entire NBA and Disney World in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
So in this bubble, you have stations where once you're inside the bubble, you have to initially quarantine inside the bubble in the designated area for 10 to 14 days.
Okay.
After the 14 days and, you show no symptoms, you haven't tested positive, et cetera,
Right.
then you're allowed into the whole bubble where you've got practice facilities, you've got restaurants, you've got water parks, all this shit. All the shit that's at Disney that the players have access to, for the most part, is not 100%.
Okay.
If you follow any major NBA athlete on Instagram, they go live all the time and you see some weird, stupid shit.
Right.
Boredom.
Basically, it's what it is it's 2K come to life, honestly. It's NBA 2K come to life. These motherfuckers had a fucking barbershop built in that bitch. All these players just run around and watch each other's games. So, you'll see the live NBA games now. Occasionally, depending on the matchup, you'll get players show up to the game and just sit courtside because ain't shit else to do.
Damn. That's crazy. So they kind of got their own little live-in situation going on over there.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if you want to leave the bubble, you have to get permission to leave the bubble. Once you leave the bubble to come back in, you have to quarantine again in their designated areas.
Okay.
So 14 days. The playoffs are going to start soon. So, teams are telling their players, hey, if it ain't an emergency,
Right.
stay the fuck here.
Right.
And there's still teams that are battling for playoff positions and et cetera. So it's it's an evolving thing in comparison to baseball, where they've got the teams traveling to their actual stadiums and playing these games, and mad players are testing positive, games are getting canceled. Not a single NBA game has been canceled. They last reported 0 cases of the coronavirus
Gotcha.
inside of the bubble. They're
Gotcha.
doing a really good job of containing it.
Yep.
Good shit. All right, fair enough.
Good job, NBA.
Fair enough.
Great job, NBA. Adam Silver's the man.
Has there been anything musically that you guys have been interested in or heard about lately?
I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking.
All right, that's fair. There hasn't really been much.
No Cap. You've heard of No Cap?
I have not. The terminology?
No Cap. No, he's a rapper.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Really? Got music
like-
music available for streaming right now?
Yeah, you like Roddy Ricch?
Not necessarily my speed, but I can respect it.
Yeah, so he's kind of like in that singing, rapping, like
Okay.
ish.
All right. I'll give it a spin. I'll see what I think.
Actually,
Lot of guitar, acoustic guitar.
I'm a couple weeks late, but I sent both of you guys a album
I need to listen to that today.
from Club Crib. My boy Truck, he's got a group.
Wait, where'd you send it?
I sent this like
in our text.
I sent it in our group text like
Did
2
you?
weeks ago.
Shit, my
Whenever it came out, it's
Okay.
it's really it's my friend Truck and a bunch of his really talented friends putting together an album of really good lo-fi instrumentals.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Resend that link, please. Yeah, when you get a chance, resend that link.
Please.
I was just say we could play that shit because if he flagged me, like nigga,
Yo, I would love to hear some instrumentals, man.
let's find this. Hold on, you guys keep talking while I find
sure.
this shit real quick.
But
I think only thing that music-wise that came out for anybody who loves like real hip-hop, DJ Hoppa, he is the DJ who was a part of Funk Volume with Hobson, Swizz, Dizzy Wright, that whole label. He put together, I think it's called Hoppa and Friends 2.
okay, I think I did see that.
Yo, yeah, it's got Dizzy Wright, Amelia Rojas, Wax is on there. It's a lot of just genuine, real hip hop shit. But it was a good listen, man. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was.
Cool.
So
I can check it out.
Yo, it's good riding music.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
I always need that going on.
For sure.
Yeah, good rap music is it's important.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely important. So,
I'm definitely gonna check this out though. I'm curious about it.
So for anybody that hasn't noticed, we haven't taken a break. Not to say that that's not gonna change.
I can't lie, we should.
Yeah. In fact,
I was gonna say,
let's take a break.
I'm out of content, but if you guys would like to take a break, we can.
Yeah, let's take a break.
I got one more in my bag, so we're gonna take a break. We're gonna get back.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
And we're back. No, I'm just playing. That sounds terrible. Welcome back to the Jumpers Club Pod, man.
Yeah.
We're getting into the last half of this.
Half shit.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say
Last
that.
10 minutes.
Yeah, the last quarter of this, whatever the case may be.
Last little sliver.
We got a fan question, don't we?
We're skipping the fan question. We're gonna go into the financial literacy thing.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
But,
my bad.
But really quick side note.
Okay.
The last 2 episodes were exactly the same length, to the point where I thought I fucked up.
Oh, shit. Yo, you thought you uploaded the same episode? Oh, damn, that would have been fucked up.
Hey, I'm looking at it like, wait.
Like, hold on. Nah, we didn't do that. That's fair. That's fair. Oh, I was told for you to go back live again.
Oh, yeah?
That was a message from upstairs.
Yo, where? Never mind.
Yeah.
I went up there. She was gone.
Yeah, she bounced. What were we talking about? The importance of credit.
The importance of credit.
Yeah, I wanted to include this topic in here because financial literacy is not something that, especially,
It's not taught to us.
is not taught in our community at all.
Facts.
At all.
Facts.
Most of the time, we don't learn about credit until we fucked it up.
Yep.
That's when I learned.
Yep.
That's where I learned.
Yep.
So I think this taking the opportunity for anybody that hasn't fucked up their credit or still has a chance to turn it around, I think we should take the opportunity to teach some lessons here.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So without getting to all the technical aspects of it, I'm just gonna talk about what you can do with credit and why it's important.
Okay.
If you want better interest rates on buying a car, you need to have good credit.
Word.
Absolutely.
If you want to be able to buy a house, period, you need good credit. And
Yep.
in all honesty, if you want to be able to get a good apartment, if
Yep.
you don't want to buy a house, there's a lot of people that can't get that really nice apartment complex, even though they can afford it, because they
of
say,
their credit.
"Oh, your credit check didn't pass."
Yep.
So you're stuck living in subpar neighborhoods,
Right.
and you're not comfortable.
Yep.
Fix your credit.
Fix your credit.
Fair enough.
The other thing, and this is probably one of the biggest things, we don't own businesses in our neighborhoods.
Yeah, no kidding.
We don't own land in our neighborhoods.
Yeah, we don't own land in our neighborhoods. Like, this house that I own is not in our neighborhoods. I live in the burbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No apologies for that either.
Nah.
Nah.
But
Don't have to.
one of the things is okay, there should be more black-owned businesses in our neighborhoods, but how do you suppose we do that? Because let me tell you something, $30,000, $40,000 is to start a business. That's normal.
Yeah.
$100,000 if you want to start a restaurant.
Right.
Right.
So nobody just has that. I mean, there's a small percentage of people that have that money laying around.
For sure.
But the majority of people that start small businesses do not have that money laying around.
Right.
They get loans.
Right.
And how do they get loans? They get loans off of having good credit.
Right.
It's very important for us to learn more. I don't want to get into a deep dive in it because I don't think I'm the right person to do so.
Right.
But I do want to stress the importance that you should know your credit score. You can freecreditreport.com. You can
For sure.
get once a year. You can get your credit report for free.
Yeah. Even on Credit Karma, you can do the
Credit
same
Karma.
Credit Karma isn't as accurate.
thing. Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you for that.
they're pretty late.
You go to freecreditscore.com. You can get a free printout of your credit report once a year.
Okay.
It'll get everything that's on there. I highly suggest everybody that hasn't done it already, go and do it right now. You should know what's on your credit report because a lot of the times there are inquiries, there are negative marks that aren't yours.
Right.
And they can't be removed if you don't know they're there. A lot of places aren't actively siphoning through and say, oh, that's not his, we got to take that off. Oh, that's not hers, we got to take that off.
Okay.
They're going to stick it on there and they're not going to say shit until somebody challenges them.
Right.
And you can challenge a inquiry and you can make a company prove that that is your debt.
Right.
Yep.
They have 30 days to respond
Right.
to the credit bureaus. Once it's challenged, if they
Right.
don't respond, it is automatically taken off.
Yep.
Makes sense.
If you have student loans, your loan providers do report your credit every 3 to 6 months. And they should, especially if you have private loans, they should be able to give you your active credit score every 3 to 6 months on a regular rolling basis. So utilize that as a free avenue as well for checking your credit.
Most credit card companies provide, credit score updates and all that stuff. So take advantage of any credit card company, Credit Karma. Get as many versions of your credit score as possible.
Yep.
Because depending on the situation, you're going to get a different score. Your auto credit score, your home, for when you're going to buy a car, it's a different credit score than what you're normally looking at. When you're going to buy a house, it's a different credit score that you're normally looking at.
Yeah.
These are things we're not taught, and they're very important. So when you find this out in the moment, it's already too late.
True.
So I want to make sure that, I bring awareness to people these things because I want to see growth.
1,000%.
And the best way to build your credit is to pay off your credit cards. Pay off any outstanding debt that you have. If you do not have credit, establish credit in a number of different ways. You don't necessarily have to open a credit card, but if you're still living with your parents, for instance, ask them to be on a water bill. Water bill is reported back to the credit bureau, and it establishes your credit. So utilize the avenues that you have available to build or to establish yourself. But you never want to roll over or have a rolling utilization, which is basically that you're utilizing somebody else's money on a credit card that you have month by month. If you can pay it off, pay it off. Don't make minimum payments. Make 3 times that minimum payment at minimum.
Heard you.
You should never let your credit card balance get over 30%. 10% if you're really
10, 15.
capable of keeping it like under wraps. But anything over 30% affects your credit score negatively.
Pay that shit all the way off if you can. Or if you got good credit, open another credit card. because that's what I'm about to do.
Oh, and I'm glad you said that. The other thing, stop running your credit nonstop.
Yeah,
That hurts.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point where you're just going to get denied nonstop.
Yeah.
Everywhere is going to start denying you because you're actively looking for money.
Inquiries.
Yeah, you're actively looking for money, and they're getting nervous. Why are they looking for money?
Yep.
Makes sense.
So
Look at us being responsible.
Yeah.
well, we got to do it every now and again. I guess.
You gotta pass the knowledge.
Fair
pass
enough,
some
fair
of the mistakes that you've made.
All right. Anything else you guys want to add to that?
Fuck, I've made a lot of mistakes when it comes to credit.
I have nothing else as far as credit. I don't want to talk about our mistakes that we made. Just know that we made them, and we've paid for them.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'm still rebuilding.
And we're paying for them. I'm paying again for mine.
Right.
So
I got about 2 more years before I'm done paying for mine.
yeah, I'm
No,
definitely,
one more year.
Okay, well, that's a
definitely
plus.
trying to get out the hole again. So
No doubt. Are we jumping into this fan question?
no.
Yeah, no.
No, you guys are done with it.
For the sake of
Saving face
not getting canceled.
and not getting
No,
canceled.
but hold on. But there was a 2-part side to that fan question, wasn't there?
Oh, there was the other one. The other one I'm not 100% sure how to tackle, so I'm going to read it out again, and
Okay.
we can handle that however we want to.
All right.
So the question isn't 100% a question, but I'm going to read it.
It's just a topic in general.
I'm going to read it exactly how it is.
Okay.
Friendships through tough times, make or breaks, lessons learned, and good/bad. So how I'm going to interpret that is, how do you manage those friendships in really dicey situations when things get tough? Which this is actually a good topic, considering
great topic.
considering some things
Yeah.
that we won't talk about on this podcast.
Man, I can only speak from personal experience. All right, so we all agree that the early to late 20s was all built around very, what's the word I'm looking for? Non-genuine friendships that might have felt real. Did anybody experience any of that?
Just people you grew up around, kind of.
Yeah, true. All right, but I mean, we went out a lot. Would you agree to that?
Oh, absolutely.
We went out a lot, so you have those.
You're going out buddies.
Yeah, you're going
Yeah.
out buddies, but then you guys are kicking it, and people start drinking or under what other vices they're under, and everybody starts expressing how they might feel about you. Like even the bros is just like, you start having real conversations. You're like, oh damn, I didn't even know that you even felt that way.
Mm-hmm.
And then going forward, when things change or when somebody's life changes or when somebody goes through a tough time, it seems that that's usually a good testing period to figure out how genuine those friendships are.
Absolutely. It's kind of tough because you kind of got to go through some shit to
Yeah, for sure.
really figure out where everybody stands, because you can have a friend that you've been friends with for years and y'all never hit a tough situation, so
Right.
purely because of that y'all still friends.
Yeah.
But that tough situation could easily break you. You just haven't hit it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can say that I went through a lot of that. I had immediate friends that I was kicking it with or in contact with often, daily. But when I started to go through my own personal issues, those weren't the people that I wanted to gravitate towards to, I don't know if you want to say look for comfort, guidance, whatever the case may be. They just weren't my people.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were, we could tiptoe into that conversation, but it's not like they would provide any comfort. It almost got to a point where I feel like all I was doing was just giving out information.
Their surface level
Yeah,
relationship.
it was very surface and whatnot. All the genuine relationships that I had were not necessarily with the people that I talked with or hung out with every day, or that I ran around with, or that I got drunk with, or that I partied with, or, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's right around this time when you're getting into your late 20s, about to touch 30, that's when you really start to see how genuine those friendships are, because everybody starts going in their own direction if they have a direction. But if they don't have a direction, then you guys are kind of just sitting there in misery together, and it's like, all right, what the fuck are we doing?
30 years old still at the club,
Yeah.
talking to 22-year-olds.
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, I mean,
I am judging, actually.
I mean, to be honest with you, I went through it, man. I went through it. I definitely went through it, and it took me having to lose all of the. When your genuine friends are there, they'll watch and see what's going on, and they'll try to be there the best they can. But if you're not really trying to get yourself out of that situation, they're kind of gonna fade back and just let you do what you need to do.
Nothing I can do.
A real friend in those situations, they will give it 1, maybe 2 solid attempts of, what are you doing?
Right.
You know you fucking up.
Right.
And if it's not responded to correctly, I guess is the right word I'll use. If it's not responded to with any kind of adjustment at all,
right?
It doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, you're absolutely right, I'm gonna go on straight and narrow from here point on. But if there's no adjustment after the conversation, it's like, okay, deaf ears.
Okay. So if those people were, all right, I get it. That makes sense. I was gonna ask a question, but it's like I kind of answered my own question, because it's like you could be surrounded by people who like can pretend like they genuinely care for a long time, and then you could be in a situation where it's just like, yo, I genuinely need somebody to be there, and then everybody disappears.
To play devil's advocate, to play the other side of it is, I care, and I'm reaching out and I'm trying to have the conversation with you,
right?
And you're ignoring everything I'm saying. How much longer do you expect me to keep trying to pull you out of it?
True.
And you not grab the rope.
Right. Okay, but here's another side of that. What if that person just doesn't want to be there for you? Are they wrong for doing that? Because that's a side that I don't think ever really gets talked about. It's like, yeah, you've been my friend for however long, but maybe I don't want to be there with you through whatever it is that you're going through.
I don't want to have all these dark conversations or like that.
Yeah.
Realistically, in an honest world,
yeah,
nobody owes you shit.
Yeah, 1,000%.
But if they're not gonna be there for you, they can't call themselves a friend. They can't call themselves a true friend.
Right.
I've seen a lot of that.
1,000%. I've been a victim to it. And to be honest with you, initially I wanted to take offense to it, but at the same time, it's like I had to have a reality check and realize I can't, because there's nothing that, just because we might have history, just because I might have been there for you through whatever dark shit that you've gone through, that doesn't mean that you owe me back the same thing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
as much as I would like to think that you do, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't owe me shit.
Yeah. No.
And I can't, and it was and it can be naive for me to think that you do. Like, I really had to take a step back and realize that, fam, whatever our exchange is, doesn't mean that you are required to be there for me.
No, absolutely. And I guess that's where it gets really sticky, because people expect certain things from their friends, and then when things get tough,
yeah,
and the feelings that they thought were going to be reciprocated aren't,
1,000%,
it gets really sticky.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it gets dark after we go that way.
yeah, I'm not trying to end on a too dark of a note.
For sure.
So I think we're gonna cut that topic there.
For sure, man.
We don't have anything else that we want to add, correct?
Not at all.
Good episode, guys.
Not bad, gentlemen.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys tuning in to the Gentlemen's Club Pod. This is episode 6. We are signing.
Wait, play my man shit at the back end of this.
Whose?
Play my man shit on the back end of this. Fuck that.
Yo, let me plug them in real quick.
You guys got to go check out Club Crib. The album is called
The Preface.
The Preface. Go check it out now. It's on all the major DSPs, all your streaming.
I'm jumping into this either this evening or tomorrow, because this might be right up my alley.
It's an absolute vibe. You want to talk about like get into a vibe while you driving. You know, get into your own thoughts. Creative flow. This is the bag. This is absolutely the bag. I know a lot of creators, a lot of music creators, and all of you need to check this shit out right here.
Fair enough.
It's called the play button, nigga. There we go. Hey. This music audio is going to get better here real soon.
We are the gentlemen club.
Hey.
And we out.
I'm going to let that run for a second.